Autism is a neural spectrum disorder, mainly a development disability caused by differences in the brain. People with this disorder often have trouble communicating and getting along with others. They may also have limited or repetitive interests or behaviors. People with this may also learn, move, or pay attention differently. Moreover, knowing which foods are best suitable for autistic children is also a matter of great importance. So, let's find out about that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Before we continue, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Now, even though there are many anecdotal stories of alternative diets helping people with autism, scientific research can't back up many of the claims. That doesn't mean that gluten-free and casein-free diets won't help your child's symptoms. It does mean that there is no guarantee that these diets will work. Every child reacts to food differently, just like every child with autism is different. Here are the best foods for autistic children. Starting off with fatty fish and fortified eggs. Now, the beneficial omega-3 fatty acid can be found in all of these foods. Healthy fats and omega-3 in particular are typically in short supply in the typical American diet. Omega-3s are beneficial in reducing inflammation. Autism, dyslexia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, melancholy, anxiety, and dyspraxia have all been linked to low omega-3 fatty acid consumption. There is a lack of agreement regarding the efficiency of omega-3 supplements for people on the autistic spectrum. However, there is evidence, both in published studies and in anecdotal reports, that these supplements can improve symptoms such as language and hyperactivity. The good news is that increasing the number of foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids your youngster consumes won't harm them. The fact that omega-3s are most commonly found in fatty fish like salmon, herring mackerel, and sardines make things a little more complicated. Fortunately, it can also be found in eggs that have been fortified and in fish that are lower in mercury, such as cod and canned tuna. Make an effort to serve free-range eggs rich in omega-3s and fatty fish at least 3 times per week. For young people skeptical about the fish taste, dishes like fish cakes or burgers, fish sticks and tacos can be a good place to start. When you can opt to purchase wild fish compared to farm-raised fish, seafood grown in a way that is more environmentally friendly contains higher levels of nutrients and lower levels of mercury. Now, grass-fed beef and sustainably raised animal proteins. What do we think about that? Additionally, grass-fed beef is full of heart-healthy omega-3 fats. Grass-fed beef has higher amounts of good fats, more valuable nutrients such as vitamins A and E, and fewer less beneficial substances such as cholesterol than conventionally reared cattle. Grass-fed beef also has lower levels of cholesterol. Grass-fed meat, like free-range chicken and other organic animal proteins, includes fewer chemicals, like hormones and antibiotics that conventionally raised beef have. Now, children who are sensitive to certain foods or suffer from health issues such as autism may benefit from these because it is an excellent source of vitamin B12. The consumption of animal protein is recommended for children diagnosed with autism. And vitamin B12 plays a vital part in the nervous system. And some evidence suggests that supplementation with vitamin B12 may be beneficial for children and adolescents on the autism spectrum. Foods such as shellfish, beans, nuts, and seeds. Now, many children on the autism spectrum have low levels of zinc, which may be caused by the restricted diets they follow. A correlation between autism and low zinc levels in babies has also been discovered. And zinc is a vitamin that has an effect on taste and is also associated with an autism spectrum disorder. The treatment for fussy eating might be as simple as raising zinc levels in the body. Include zinc-rich foods daily, such as oysters, beef, fortified cereals, beans, peas, yogurt, even cheese, cashews, pork and chickpeas, and lentils and almonds. Shellfish is another excellent source of zinc. But let's talk about foods to avoid, like dairy products. When the protein casein reacts with the acid in the stomach, a substance known as exorphin is produced. Because exorphins bind to the opioid receptor sites, they can cause a wide variety of adverse effects, including, but not limited to, brain fog, spaciness, an inability to concentrate, and numbness to pain. So it is better to avoid chocolates, milkshakes, candy, juice, etc. It might be hard keeping them away from these products, but it is for the better. Additionally, harmful is the dairy product, known to be one of the foods in the standard American diet that promotes inflammation the most. Inflammation is believed to play a significant role in the development of autism. It is frequently connected with immune system malfunction. As indicated by an increasing body of research, neuroinflammation and neuroimmune disorders have a significant role in both the onset and progression of autism spectrum disorder. It is essential for anyone who has autism to avoid engaging in any activity that can cause inflammation. When people with this disorder eliminate dairy from their diet, they begin talking more. Their hyperactivity level decreases and they no longer have gastrointestinal issues. Let's talk gluten. When consumed, gluten is a mixture of proteins present in grains such as wheat, barley, and rye, and they can increase the body's overall inflammation. In fact, your body can produce antibodies to gluten, which can cause your brain to become agitated or inflamed. Now, gluten also causes a reduction in the number of beneficial bacteria found in the digestive tract, which has been linked to an increased risk of experiencing feelings of anxiety, stress, or depression. In autism, there is a genuine relationship between the gut and the brain. It would appear that gluten has a particularly detrimental effect on the cerebellum's ability to function. The cerebellum, located at the very back and very bottom of the brain, plays a role in the coordination of both thought and movement, and it's necessary for processing detailed information. Gluten consumption can make symptoms of autism spectrum disorder significantly worse. People with autism frequently have cerebellar dysfunction to begin with. Many parents of children diagnosed with autism report experiencing changes in their children's symptoms after removing gluten from their diets. The study on gluten-free diets has produced conflicting results. Onto corn. The annual consumption of corn products per person in the United States has skyrocketed from 28.4 pounds to a staggering 35.2 pounds in recent years. According to research conducted by the United States Department of Agriculture, since 1972, corn has remained the most pesticide-intensive crop in the United States. Some evidence suggests that exposure to the herbicide glyphosate may increase one's risk of developing autism. In addition, when compared to other grains, corn has the unhealthiest composition of fatty acids. On to sugar. Sugar not only contributes to inflammation in the body, but also causes an increase in the irregular firing of brain cells, which is very addictive. People with autism spectrum disorder also have increased glucose tolerance and high amounts of insulin, a condition known as hyperinsulinemia. Consuming sugar may, as a consequence of this, exacerbate insulin signaling problems. Children with autism also experience gastrointestinal distress. They have an impaired sugar metabolism. The amounts of enzymes and transporters that are involved in the process of digesting carbohydrates are determined to be deficient in these children. It is possible to significantly increase concentration and judgment and reduce impulsive behavior by reducing one's consumption of sugar and refined carbs and improving one's consumption of lean protein. On to artificial ingredients. Now, there is a possibility that the increase in autism is related to the preservatives that are contained in processed foods. There is a correlation between signs of autism and artificial additives in the food supply. Now, you want to steer clear of anything that includes an additive, a preservative, a dye, or unnatural color, artificial flavoring, or even artificial sweetener. Even though these things are not technically foods, they are present in so many different foods that we thought it would be helpful to list them here. If you or a loved one has autism spectrum disorder, it is vital to pay great attention to the meals consumed. Doctors frequently recommend an elimination diet for children who have autism. This involves removing gluten, dairy, sugar, maize, and soy from the diet, along with other groups of potentially allergenic foods for 1 month. Then start reintroducing them one at a time while keeping an eye out for an adverse reaction, which would suggest that your child steer clear of that food permanently. That's all for today. What do you think of this? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.